Hi, good morning. It's Monday, so it's time for some garden talk and maybe a little bit of a tour. As you can see, I did not get a cut taken last week from this lettuce garden, and I'm about to do that because we are having salad tonight. Carrots are just loving being in this spot over here, same as last week. And today we're going to plant some kitchen scraps. These are some celery, some organic celery that I had on the windowsill for probably about 3 or 4 days, and then I've had them on the back patio for 3 or 4 days, and today we're going to put them in these buckets. I've got some spinach. I planted spinach all along this area right here, and so I've got a little bit starting to come up in different spots, so I put this netting over it so the birds would not be alerted. But all my beautiful little brassica friends are so happy. Everybody that's planted out of season is not happy. The flowers are just happy, happy, happy. The brassicas are doing lovely. The sweet peas are climbing, climbing, climbing. And look at that. Just so happy. And we're happy to have some peas soon. And remember, we've got multiple successions. My husband didn't get that and thought that they were just different kinds of plants. And so here are cauliflowers on that side, a broccoli on that side, and a Brussels sprout on that side. The volunteers are just looking how they look. The carrots are looking a little bit happier, getting a little bit more sun. That Brussels sprout is pretty happy. Otherwise, I think I'm coming to terms with the fact that I'm letting this bed sleep a little bit. Probably gonna come and put some more greens over here. But right now, we've got this happy green bean going here. I need to actually pop those off. There's one back there. And there's one back here. And a couple there. And we'll take that one too. So that gives us that many. See, that's not happy. I'm not good at growing beans yet. And here is this crazy bell pepper that still is getting to hang out in my backyard because my husband just is so wild about it. And that's how tall she's gotten. Okay, so we're gonna come inside. Well, first I'm gonna plant those 2 celery plants with you, and then I'm gonna take you inside and we're gonna chat a little bit about planting my spring garden, because it's about time to start putting some seedlings together. So I've got plenty of transplants come springtime, and this is my first time to ever plan a spring garden in this way, so I'm pretty excited to share that with you. Hey, okay, so we're back over here, and you see I've got these 2 organic celeries that I cut off the bottom of celeries, I think around Thanksgiving, and they spent a couple days in my windowsill and then a couple days outside so they could harden off. This is my first time to ever do this, so this is a fun experiment to do with you too. But I'm gonna put them in these 2 buckets right here that are super moist, and I'm just gonna lift out the soil a little bit, and I'm gonna get this one out, and I think I'm gonna bury it pretty well up to where the stalk starts. That way the rest of it can kind of just decompose there underneath the soil that doesn't want to be a part of the root system. And I'm gonna get this one worked out. Alright, so I'm excited to see if we can grow some of our own celery here in the backyard from our kitchen scraps. Now let's head inside and get to looking at our plans for the spring. Okay, so we're back in here at the table, and there's actually a newer version of the University of Arizona cooperative calendar. This was the original version, but I just haven't fallen in love with this one yet, and it's a little bit harder to read, and I found that between this calendar and this calendar, which is from the Urban Farm, and this calendar, I get kind of a mix of information. So I did kind of go against what I said a while ago, and I made myself a kind of a chart. And the only reason why I really did a chart this time is so I can figure out how to plan what seeds I'm going to start inside. So these are my beds: bed 1, bed 2, bed 3. And then I told myself what edge they're on. And then over here, these are going to be my red buckets, and these are going to be my green buckets. So red buckets will be tomatoes and peppers, and I probably need another whole sheet for peppers because I'm really looking to have super success with peppers. So it just kind of depends. I might add another page here, but I think I'm going to try and do more squashes in these green buckets that I've got. So red buckets, green buckets, and then my beds. And then here, I'm just going through here and I'm working on seedlings that I need to start inside that I'm going to put out in January, stuff that I can go ahead and start outside again now, and then the seeds that I'm going to start putting together inside to go out at the end of February, the 1st of March, because I really want to get a super jump start on peppers and tomatoes. And I haven't had a good, huge success with squash and zucchini, so I'm gonna try that. And January is the time here in Zone 9B to put out potatoes. So I'm gonna find some seed potatoes to put out in January, a lot of them, because we eat a lot of potatoes. And if you come over here, we'll be harvesting, well, it doesn't say there, but it says you put your potatoes out here in February, and I think here towards the end of the fall, or in the fall, is when everybody is taking them up out of the ground. Let's see if this calendar tells us. Potato, and then let's see, how's this? Harvest when in full bloom, red potatoes do best. So that's what we'll probably be looking for then, is red potatoes. Let me pull this out of here. Let's see what the color key tells us. So main harvest. So the main harvest time for potatoes then is in May and June and July. And that's fine, because then you're gonna put them up and let them cure. So that's kind of where I'm at. I've got all my seeds out, and I'm gonna just spend a little bit more time getting this organized, because I feel if I get it organized on paper, then it's gonna be really easy in the next couple weeks to slowly start putting seeds in cups and getting them going on that black shelf in my kitchen. That way I'm not caught in January like, oh, I wish I would have had a plan for seeds, and then I have to turn around and buy all my transplants, which is what I've done in all the years gone by. But this year I'm hoping to do everything from seed and get real good results by starting way early in the season by getting them going in the indoors. So a lot of the farmers, backyard farmers and gardeners that I know, they start their seeds here in Arizona in like December and January. So that's the cool thing about being able to grow food here, is that the growing season ends on December 31st and starts on January 1st. So very excited to get the next phase of our garden planned out and get some more stuff coming along here in the fall and winter, like more broccoli, more cabbage, and more cauliflower that I can freeze and put up to use all throughout the spring and summer until I can grow some more. So I'm very excited, and thank you so much for joining me today for a little quick tour to watch me plant some kitchen scraps from celery, and to take a little bit of a look here at what I'm getting going. And next week, hopefully I'll be able to show you my finished out plans for exactly what I'm gonna plant, and then every week I'll probably start some seeds, you know, because I'm really excited to start a bunch of tomatoes, and I actually think I want to have some tomato starts that I sell on some different things that I'm involved with. So I'm very excited. I hope you have the best day ever, and thanks so much for checking in with us every week.